Hello, all. Good morning, good evening, based on where you are. I'm Krishna. Welcome to AI Analogies YouTube channel. So, this channel, what what you can expect from this channel is a beginner friendly to advanced AI training. So, if you see what's happening in the market today, right? People are losing jobs because of AI, and there is literally zero hiring in all the big system integrator companies. If you look at what TCS, Wipro, or Infosys, all these big companies, they used to hire 30, 40,000 freshers every year, but that hiring has stopped because and then on top of it, they have fired a lot of people. That's because they thought people couldn't learn AI because of whatever reasons, and they thought that role is redundant, and that's the reason they have fired people. So now, earlier, in before this generative AI came into the picture, right? So if I have to learn some IT course, I can choose. I can choose. Let us say if I'm interested in development, I can choose to learn Java, .NET, Python, and so on. If I want to learn some infrastructure skill, I can learn Linux, Windows, VMware administration, or AWS administration, cloud, DevOps, and all. Right? So I had choice. I can pick something. But with AI, you don't have a choice. You have to learn AI. Whatever field you are from, I'm not just talking about IT. This is applicable to every single field in the market today. If you're a chemical engineer, biotech engineer, or if you are a production engineer, or if you're a doctor, healthcare guy, pharmacist, any field, right? AI is disrupting every single industry in the market today. And it's good or it's better that you learn what's happening with AI in your specific field and how AI is disrupting in your field so that you'll be well prepared to take AI head on and just ensure that you don't lose your job, right? So, as I said, it's not a choice, it's mandatory. And that's the reason I wanted to help everyone, every learner to learn AI, right? So, and when I said everyone, right? So there could be freshers, there could be non-technical people who comes from medical background or chemical background or biotech background. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to make this as easy as possible for anyone and everyone. So I'll be following a very defined format for this training. So first of all, I'm calling it AI Zero to Hero. And what I'll do is throughout this course, I'll have very easy to understand analogies for learning artificial intelligence. I'll show you what I'm talking about, what I mean by analogy and all. And then I'll also try to quote examples on how you are using AI in the real life without you knowing about it, right? So we are using AI every single day, but we just don't know that it is AI, right? I'll drop parallels, I'll take examples of how we are using it without even knowing about it. And then I'll talk about how real world examples and how large organizations are using or leveraging artificial intelligence. When we talk about a specific subject, let us say prediction algorithm, right, which predicts what happens in the future based on the data that we gave from the past, right? So that prediction, let us say if you're talking about it, right, I'll talk about how large organizations are using those prediction algorithms. For example, simple Netflix. You watched a lot of action movies from Bollywood. Netflix prediction algorithm will predict that you like more Bollywood action movies, and it'll give you Bollywood plus a combination of Hollywood action movies, right? That's a prediction algorithm, right? It is based on the past watch history of yours. Now we'll be talking about a lot of such examples for you to learn this or understand this easily, and you, let us say, as I mentioned, right, this is for everyone. So irrespective of what persona you are, right, you could be a developer, you could be an infrastructure engineer, product manager, and so on. You could be a chemical engineer, biotech engineer, a doctor, and so on. This is for everyone, right? So I'll make it so easy for everyone to learn with a lot of examples and analogies. I'm planning to do at least one video per day. That's a lot of time that I'll be investing in. I'll tell you why I'm saying it is a lot of time, because I'm creating PowerPoints, I'm creating content, and I'll be creating these videos and so on. Right. So I'll try to do at least one video per day, and if time doesn't permit, I apologize for that. But if time doesn't permit, I'll do at least 4 videos in a week. That's like 16 videos in a month, right? So now let me go to the format in which I'll be doing this PowerPoints. So if you see here, I want to, before I even talk about artificial intelligence, I want to draw parallels on how human intelligence works, right? So I'm trying to compare what is human intelligence versus what is artificial intelligence, and how artificial intelligence or people who build these artificial intelligence systems got inspired by human intelligence, and they're trying to do what a human brain does. So, what I mean by analogies is, so if you see here, right, I'm trying to explain a human brain by giving you the simple diagram, simple to understand diagram, right? In a human brain, you have a receptionist, right? It handles the incoming information, whatever information you're consuming, your human brain is consuming. So you have a receptionist here in the bottom, and then you have a language part of the brain, patterns part of the brain, which recognizes different patterns. And the your eyes, they will look at something, and that video is being processed by your visual analysis part of the brain. And then you have memory, you have numbers, you have everything, right? When all this put together is crunched, and there is one integration manager which will combine all of this, and that's when your human brain, right, it will give you an output, right? So I'll try to draw parallels, lot of images, so that it'll be super easy for you to understand, right? So throughout this course, right, I have a lot of diagrams that I'll be putting together so that learning would be easy. And I'll also talk about what exactly happens under the hood, right? How humans consume information and how they'll remember, and so on and so forth. As I also mentioned, not just understanding a concept, we will also try to understand how large organizations are using this particular concept, right? If you see here, I'm um, trying to capture information on how Amazon is using it, how Goldman Sachs is using it, and so on and so forth. And not just that, as I mentioned, whatever persona you are, right? You are a developer. I have examples on how developers are using that particular concept. If you are an infrastructure administrator, I'll have different examples for you to understand better. If you are a product manager, I have different examples for you to understand better, and so on and so forth. Right? So throughout this course, I have a lot of images, lot of very, very intricate, details and analogies, so that it'll be easy for you guys to understand, right? Now, this is how the format of the course is going to be, right? So, I want all of you to leave comments in the comment section of this video, so that I'll be able to respond back whenever I have time. So, a little bit about me. I'm Krishna. I come with close to 20 years of experience in IT. I worked with predominantly startups. I'm a startup guy myself. I love startups. Sorry. So I have worked with very niche startups, and also I worked with pretty large companies like Amazon Web Services and so on. Right, I started my career as a Windows administrator, and then I went on to work on VMware Cloud, Amazon Web Services, and then I built my own training business wherein I have run it for 4.5 5 years. And at some point, we became a top training center in Hyderabad, and that is where I get this. I know what it takes to teach students, right? So I'll crunch all my past experience into making this training content. And then after that, I worked with Amazon Web Services for close to 2 years in AWS India. And after that, I'm now working as a chief executive. I'm working as part of the executive team in a startup with 700 people, right? So that's my background. So I want your support, team, right? So I want your support, guys, right? So please like, share, subscribe, and comment on this video. And please, share it with anyone who is interested in learning artificial intelligence. Let us all make India learn AI. Thank you. Thank you all.